She's barking at the door. I'll be right back in view. Okay. Happy Good Friday. Come up into a nice comfortable seated place. And let's begin by breathing. Go ahead and close your eyes. Once you get seated, and inhale your shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, roll them back and down. Do that a couple of times. Settling into your seat. Bring your attention to the feeling of your inhale and your exhale as it enters and exits the body. Good. Slowly opening the eyes. Reaching your arms out, extending wide, exhaling out through the fingertips. Take an inhale in, bend the elbows just slightly and draw the elbows back, and the heart center opens and look up. And on the next exhale, reach back out through the fingertips and lower your arms down, touching all the way down. On your inhale, let the arms come up through the center. As you exhale, lowering the arms down to the right. Inhaling, the arms come back up through the middle. And exhaling down to the left. So let's do this a few times, following your own breath. Let it be the inhale that lifts and the exhale that lowers. And it's okay if we're in our own rhythms. Can be in our own rhythms. Up and down. Good.
If folks could mute their microphones and they won't keep popping up.
Yeah, mute microphones, thanks. And I'm just letting a few more that somehow got into a waiting room back in. All right, good. One more inhale up through the center, and on the next exhale, let the arms part and come down. Let's interlace the fingers behind our back. Press the palms gently together and maybe lift the arms away from your back and look up gently. Couple of nice long breaths. Good. Then release the arms and bring the arms up overhead. Let the right fingers take the left wrist and just a gentle seated side bend to the right. Inhaling, come back up through the center and let the left fingertips take the right wrist and a gentle side bend to the left. Soft shoulders even as you reach through the side body. Good. Next inhale, come up through the center. Press the palms and look up. Let the shoulders lift this time. A lot of times we want the shoulders to relax down, but just really reach up long through. And then as you exhale, release, part the arms down. Good. And then come forward onto the hands and the knees into table. We'll begin our cow and cat. So be on your hands and your knees right about hip width distance apart, right under the hips or slightly behind, and wrists right under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. On an inhale, look up, the tail gently lifts, and as you exhale, come back down through neutral and arch up through the back. So just some nice flexion and extension of the spine, following your breath. Inhaling up, And exhaling. Inhaling up and exhaling. You can begin Ujjayi Pranayama at any point in time in your practice. That way of breathing that draws the breath a little deeper and longer, as well as exhale longer. As we do these warm-up following the breath and just working into the body, you could set an intention for your practice if you would like one. Next exhale, come back to neutral. On your next inhale, lift the right arm up and the heart center opens. As you exhale, bring the right arm down and thread it behind the left arm, gently coming down on that right shoulder. Rooting down through the left palm and looking up. If you'd like to bind this pose, you can lift the left arm up and cross the arm behind your back. Left palm reaching for the upper right thigh. Breathe deep. On your next exhale, releasing a bind if you went for that, and place the left palm into the floor. As you inhale, root through the left side and reach the right arm up. Exhaling, bring the right palm down. Next inhale, the left arm opens, the heart center lifts. As you exhale, bring the left arm down and thread it behind the right, gently coming down onto the left shoulder. Nice. Inhale if you want. The right arm can lift up and you can cross it behind the back. But it's okay to stay with the right palm rooted down. You want nice 3 to 5 nice long breaths here, staying in that nice twist. Absolutely one of my most favorite poses to wring the body out. It can feel really lovely. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having cat yoga in my house today. Good. Exhale, release the right palm, place it down into the earth, and as you inhale, press through the right, lifting the left arm and heart up. Exhaling and coming back to table. Okay, reestablish yourself in your table pose, and on your next inhale, lift the left leg up and straight back. Ankle is flexed, toes to the floor. Then reach the right arm straight up ahead of you. Exhale, extending through the fingertips and back through that left heel. As you inhale, gather the knee and the elbow in towards the center. It can be nice to gently arch up through the spine. And as you exhale, press the arm and the leg out. So do this a few times. It's inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Keep going. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling in, exhaling out. One more time. And exhaling out. Good. Next inhale, place the right palm and the left knee down, and let's take the body around in a nice circle motion. We're gonna go in each direction, so just start one way and just gentle pressing the hips back to the side, shoulders go forward a few times, and then you'll change and let's go the other way. Just to share, my intention today is I'm breathing in a mantra that says, I am open. And when I breathe out, I'm thinking, I have strength. So that's an offering. Come back to the center. Let's lift the right leg up, parallel to the floor. Ankle stays flexed, toes pointing down. Then reach the left arm straight out ahead of you. Exhale, reaching your energy through the fingertips and back through that right heel. Lift the core body. And then on your next inhale, hug the knee and the elbow in. And as you exhale, press them out several times. So here's an example of how I use an intention just to share. When I breathe in, I'm thinking, I am open. When I breathe out, I am strong. Or it could be opposite if you want to breathe in, I am strong. Breathe out, I am open, as you unfold the body. It can be nice just to hold these simple ideas about ourselves. I don't know about you, but sometimes, we're not kind to ourselves in our mental processes. We're all often very self-critical. So that's the offering today. Of course, you can make it your own. Or nothing. It's always okay just to breathe and move the body. There's a lot of just simple beauty in that, right? Good. Exhaling out. Next time you inhale, place the left palm and the right knee down. Good. Let's just press back into child's pose. Walk the hands forward, rooting down through fingertips and palms and forehead to the floor. Soften the shoulders as you breathe here. Good. Next inhale, lift the upper body coming back into table. Reestablish your nice balanced table pose. Tuck the toes under and let's lift the knees 2 or 3 inches off the floor. Hover here, 3 to 5 breaths. Okay, so if anyone's feeling like they want to add to this, you can inhale the right foot up, exhale it down. Inhale the left foot up, exhale it down. I said just a couple breaths, but it'll be a few more than that because you want to maybe just pedal the feet up and down a few times. At any time, you can just lower the knees and rest and then join back in. We want to go ahead and build our heat, our tapas, inner heat. Okay, good. Settling back with both toes, both feet on the floor, knees lifted. Take a big inhale in, and on the next exhale, press back and gently up into your downward facing dog. Spend a few breaths here, pedaling your heels up and down. Easing yourself into your downward facing dog pose. Breathe. Soften the shoulders, lift the rib cage, root through those fingers and knuckles a little more as you press the top of your thighs back to the wall behind you. Okay. Let's begin some breathing flow by inhaling the knees to the floor. Exhale, press back to child's pose. Inhale back to table and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale the knees to table. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale to table. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to table. So following your breath, it's okay if we're in different rhythms. We're always inhaling to table and exhaling between child's pose and downward facing dog. I am open. I am strong. As we think of ourselves, we can often think of others and hold space. Good. Feeling yourself out as you move between these poses, following the breath. And you'll get more and more in tune with yourself, and you can make those minor adjustments, all of a sudden it'll feel good to place your body a certain way. To me, that's the vinyasa of a flow. Vinyasa, to place yourself in a special or beautiful way. Okay, the next time you're in downward facing dog, let's stay there. Walk your feet wide so each foot is touching the outside edge of the mat. You might walk the feet closer to your hands. If it feels comfortable, we're going to release the right hand, take it under the body, and reach for the outside of the left ankle. And gently drop the right shoulder down. You might even look up under the left armpit. 3 to 5 breaths. Good. Exhale, release the right hand and plant it back in the top corner. Press back into your wide-legged downward facing dog. Root through the right fingers and palm. Release the left. Take it under and across the body to the outside of the right ankle. Three to 5 nice long breaths. As you breathe, what can you soften and what do you need to hold? You'll find that breathing deep. Exhale, releasing the left palm. Place the hand in the top corner, heel toe, walk your feet in till they're about hip width distance apart. From here, walk your feet to your hands, coming up towards the top of your mat. Once you're there, deeply bend the knees, so deep your upper body rests on top of the thighs. Opposite hands take the elbows and drop the crown of the head down towards the floor and shake the head yes and no. Nice long deep breaths. Letting the upper body really release. Think about the neck just softly releasing down, down. The head is very heavy. Good. Exhale, release the arms. On your inhale, begin to come up to stand. Go slow, engage the core body. If you have any low back trouble, bring your hands to your thighs, keep the knees bent and press straight up, rooting down through the feet. Either way, whether you roll up or go slowly up, just come up nice and slow, and let's find mountain pose once you're standing. Feet are hip width distance apart. Lift the toes and lift the kneecaps. This helps us root down the four corners of each foot, as well as lifting the energy back up from that rooted down place. Lower the toes down and the arms are soft beside you. Exhale fully, and on your next inhale, the arms reach out and up. Gathering breath and space. As you exhale, let's fold forward, gently hinging at the hips, long spine. You'll know when eventually you round through the mid-back, the knees might bend, release the arms down and forehead towards the legs. On your next inhale, come halfway up, finding Ardha Uttanasana. Okay, long spine, maybe the knees are bent, hands to the shins. Gather the core body up and in here, and on your next exhale, release, folding forward in Uttanasana. On your next inhale, sweep the arms out wide. Use the core body as you root down through the feet and reach out and up to standing, and then exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling, arms reach out and up. Exhale and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold. Bring the breath out, and this time bring the hands overhead. Fingers can take each other. Hands towards the front wall. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, Samastiti. Inhaling, arms reach out and up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway up. This exhale, plant the hands in the corners and step your feet back into plank pose. Let's stay here 3 to 5 breaths. The crown of the head reaches forward as the heels reach back and really gather the core body up. Draw the ribs and belly button up towards the spine. At the same time, softly open the collarbones, letting the shoulder blades hug onto the back in towards the spine. Take a big inhale in. On your next exhale, shift the shoulders forward, knees come down and lower the upper body until your elbows are right along beside the ribs. As you inhale, untuck the toes and press up into cobra. Could be baby, or you can press all the way up. On your next exhale, tuck the toes under, press the hips back to the heels and press up for downward facing dog. Settle in a couple of breaths to your down dog here. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up parallel to the floor, so not very high. Exhale, press energy back through the left heel, and on the inhale, step the foot up between the hands for a low lunge. Breathe a nice deep breath or two right here. Then on your next exhale, bring the right knee down, hands to the top of the left thigh, reach the spine up tall, and then exhale and sink the tailbone down. Yeah, going into crescent. Hands can come to the heart center once you've settled in the lower part of your body, and on an inhale, reach the arms up. Knit those ribs together and the core body strong, especially if you want to take more of a back bend, right? Tucking the tailbone and reaching the spine out of the hips. Next, exhale, hands to the corners of the mat. Lift the back knee and step the left foot back to the right, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up parallel to the earth. Exhale, press energy back through the right heel. Inhale, step the right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Couple of nice long breaths here. Hug the thighs into the middle. Press energy forward and back. It's a gentle pressing. Lower that left knee down. Inhale, the upper body reaches up. Exhale, sink the tailbone. Inhale, hands to the heart, and they can climb up. A soft gaze looking up. Good. Next exhale, hands to the corners of the mat. Lift the back knee and step the right foot back to downward facing dog. 2 full breaths here. Then, bottom of the third exhale, bend the knees deeply, look up. Inhaling, step the feet to the top of your mat. Exhale and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale to stand. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling, the arms reach out and up. Exhale and fold forward, following the breath, down, down. Ring the breath out. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and lower down, knees and upper body. Of course, if you're ready for Chaturanga, please do. Inhale to Cobra, and exhale, tuck the toes and press back to downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, step the left foot up between the hands, spin the right heel down and press up into Warrior One. Our first Warrior One, so let's stay 2 or 3 nice long breaths here as you root down through each of the feet. Gather the core body, soften the shoulders. Energy gently reaching up through the fingertips. Even as we root down, we reach up. I am open. I am strong. A big inhale in. Exhale, hands to the corners. Step the left foot back, and this time maybe lower through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. It's okay to keep using knees, chest, chin. On your next inhale, step the right foot up between the hands, spin the left heel down and press up into warrior one. 2 or 3 nice long breaths. Gather the core body. It's nice to stay, just feel all those changes you can feel in that front left hip flexor, right? Knitting the ribs together and zipping the body up through the midline. Even as you soften joints and limbs. Good. A big inhale in. Exhale, hands to the corners. Step the right foot back and lower down. Eventually all on that exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward. 3 nice long breaths here. Long 3 breaths. Good. And then bottom of the next exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhaling, hopper step. The feet forward. Exhale and fold. And inhale to stand. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling, the arms reach out and up. Exhale and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, hopper, step back and lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left foot up between the hands, warrior one. Good. Once you're here, hands to the heart center, straighten through the left leg and fold forward, hinging at the hips. You'll find your stretch. Keep a long spine initially and really hinge at the hips, working into the back of your left leg. Maybe even you feel a little bit in the outer hip. It's okay to keep a soft micro bend and lift that left kneecap up towards the hip, engaging the quad muscle. This will help release some of those muscles on the back side of the leg. On your next exhale, place the right hand down about shoulder width distance apart from the front foot. And inhale the left arm and heart, reach up towards the sky. Breathe, nice long breaths. Exhale, release the left arm down. Inhale, use the core body as you root through the feet and lift the upper body up. Exhaling, pressing the left shin gently forward, warrior one. Bring your hands to heart center, and on an inhale, step your right foot closer to your left, going into warrior three. So gain your balance down through the left foot. As you exhale, lower the upper body down and lift the back leg. Warrior three. Let's stay here, a nice 3 to 5 breaths, flying through. It can be nice to open the arms out to the side. Lower the right hip point just a little bit. I am open. And as I breathe out, I am strong. This can be a fun practice. Good, a big inhale in. On the next exhale, lower the back leg down for warrior one. Take a big inhale in. As you exhale, hands to the corners, step back and flow through your vinyasa. It's always okay just to step right to downward facing dog. That's where we're headed, and we can all meet up there. So it's okay to skip a flow here and there if you need to. Good. Next inhale, right foot steps forward. Spin the left heel down and press up into warrior one. Nice long breaths. Good. Exhaling, let the arms release down and inhale, straightening through the right leg. On your next exhale, fold forward. Find a nice stretch along the back side of the right. Stay with a long spine. Sometimes we do fold forward, and if you feel so moved to round gently through the spine and fold, that's okay. I'm staying with a long spine and back today, really working into that left leg, and you might even feel it in the outer hip. Next exhale, place the left palm down, adjacent from the right foot, and lift the right arm and heart center up. At least 3 nice long breaths. If you need to lift the floor at any time, you can use a block or a book under the hand, or tint the fingers. Good. Exhaling, release the right arm down. On your inhale, use the core body and the rooting through the feet to lift the upper body up. Exhaling, breathing that right shin forward. Next exhale, hands to the heart. As you inhale, step the left foot up. Very good. Warrior 3. Everyone stay in your warrior here. Fly your arms if you need to. You're doing great. Nice work. Beautiful. Yeah. All right, a big inhale in. On the exhale, lower that leg down, warrior 1. Take a nice big inhale in. On the exhale, hands to the corners. You can step right to down dog here, or take a flow to downward facing dog. Yogi's choice. Three nice long breaths. Bottom of the third exhale, bend the knees, look up, inhaling, hop or step the feet forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up through a long spine like reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Good, next inhale, deeply bend the knees, so deep fingertips touch down to the outside edge of the feet. Let your big toes touch and your knees touch here. Right, heels can be separate. On an inhale, arms come up parallel with the spine, and then sit back in the heels and press the hips back a little more. Engage the core body as the heart center reaches up. 3 to 5 breaths. Good. A big inhale in. As you exhale, stand and fold forward in Uttanasana and gently bring the breath out. Inhale halfway up. Exhale and take a flow. Gently opening the left hip. A nice reminder to aim to keep your shoulders square to the floor. And breathe. Next inhale, step the left foot up between the hands. Spin the right heel down, this time going into warrior 2. Warrior 2. Stay here, root down through. Everybody good? Doing warrior 2. Yeah. Nice. Good. Just a couple more breaths. Warrior 2. And then let's take the left forearm down to the top of the leg, sweep the other arm forward, and then stack the shoulders, turning the chin into the armpit, reaching through. Nice. Here's an opportunity to take a bind if you would like. Rotating the arms up and down. You take the left arm under the thigh and the top arm behind the back, and the hands find each other. This is optional, of course. Can be nice. Good. Exhale, look down. On your inhale, release and let the upper body float back up to warrior two. 2 or 3 nice long breaths. Maybe sinking the tailbone just a little bit more. And then externally rotate the front palm. Inhale, reversing your warrior. A deep inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands. You can step right to down dog or take a flow. We meet up in downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale and stack the hips gently. Aim to keep the shoulders square to the floor. On your next inhale, take that right foot up between the hands, spin the left foot down for warrior two on the right side. And stay here. 3 or so nice long breaths, and remember it's okay to do the micro adjustments, rooting down through all 4 corners of each foot, opening through the shoulders and heart center, sinking the tailbone down. So even as you breathe in this pose, you're doing a lot of work within the body and your breathing. Good. Next exhale, gently take the right forearm down. Not putting a whole lot of weight, it's more just a gentle touch down. Sweep the left arm forward. And then on an inhale, stacking the shoulders and the chin gently tucks into the left armpit. Now it can be nice to stay here and just breathe. You'll find places to deepen. And those of you who'd like to bind the pose, dropping the right arm down and sending the left fingertips up, and then crossing the left arm behind the back and the right arm reaches under the right thigh. Hands find each other. Exhale, looking down. On your inhale, release and let the upper body come up. This can feel really strong. Stay here in warrior two. 2 or 3 more breaths. Good. Then externally rotate the right palm and inhale, reversing the warrior. Nice big inhale, and as you exhale, cartwheel the hands. You can step right to down dog or take a flow. Once we're in down dog, at least 3 nice breaths. Of course, it's always okay to melt the knees down to the earth and rest in child's pose. Good. Okay, bottom of the next exhale and back in down dog. Bend the knees, look up. Inhaling, hopper step. Exhale and fold. Inhale into awkward chair. So sit back in the heels, send the hips back. Long breaths. Tucking the tailbone, gather the core. Actually, I think if you just think of gathering the core core body, the tailbone kind of naturally tucks, as they say, right? Soft shoulders, strong core. Good. A big inhale in. As you exhale, stand. Press the palms down. This sends the spine up tall. Okay, inhale for Utkatasana, chair. Big inhale in. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, wring the breath out. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step back and lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, the left foot steps up between the hands. Low lunge. Root down through the right palm and lift the left arm and heart center up. Good. Exhaling, place the left palm down and send the left leg back to plank. Next inhale, open the left arm up for side plank. The feet can be staggered or you can stack the legs. If you're feeling really strong, you can lift the top leg. Give it a try, really root down through. Hips lifting up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the left side down and come back to plank. Inhale, step the right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Next inhale, root through the left hand and reach the right arm and heart center up. Nice long breaths. Good. Exhaling, the right arm comes down, step the right foot back for plank. On your next inhale, open the right arm, reaching up into side plank. It's okay to stagger the feet or stack. Of course, bringing the bottom knee down if you want an assist, a little more of an assist. Lifting the top leg. Nice work, you guys. Good. Exhale, bring the right arm down, back to plank. Good. Okay, we're going to bring the left foot back up. Low lunge. All right, step your right toes closer and come onto the right heel. So you're going to kind of open. That left foot can stay on the floor. This can feel nice in the hips. Peace fingers can take the left big toe, and then you can lift the left leg straight out to the side. Straighten. Just go as high as feels comfortable. It's okay to have the knee bent. Good. Exhaling, release, and place the left foot down. Just a little play here. On your inhale, step the right foot forward. All right, so this is a newer move in our flow. So what we want to do is step the left foot a little closer and come onto the outside edge of the left foot, like you're coming into side plank, but you're leaving the right foot rooted. You can come onto the outside edge of the right foot. Peace fingers can take the right toe, and then you can lift the leg. Just go, and you can straighten, like so. And then those of you who have more flexibility, you might reach up further. Breathe strong. Good. Exhale, release the toes, come back to plank. 3 to 5 breaths. Good. Take a big inhale in. On the exhale, shift the shoulders forward. Knees come down and press back to child's pose. Hips over the heels. You can release the fingers
And roll the wrists around. Nice long breaths. Inhale, come back into table. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, stack the hips. Next inhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow, coming forward into plank. Stay here. At least 3 nice long breaths, and if it's available, straighten the left leg. Toes go out to the side. Good. Next exhale, root through the fingertips, lift the hips up and press back for three-legged dog. Inhale, the left knee to the right elbow. Stay here. Lift the left knee up towards the armpit. If it's available, straighten the leg. Breathe. Inhale, bring the knee back, and exhale, press. Three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee to the belly button, forehead to the knee, and press forward into plank. Land the shin down and come into one-legged king pigeon pose. So walking the right leg back, tucking that left foot closer into the body. Keep the ankle flexed or more parallel, gives you a deeper opening through the left hip. A big inhale in, and as you exhale, reach the heart center, up, out, forward, and down. Forehead can come to a block, or stacked fists, or all the way down to the floor. Nice long breaths. Several breaths here. Stay with the breaths. Aww. All right, exhale fully. On the inhale, gently begin to lift the upper body. This can be a nice place to take a tiny back bend. Tucking, grab the core body muscles. It gives a nice tuck of the tailbone. Reach up through the crown of the head. First, the spine reaches out of the hips, heart center forward, and then lifting up. Elbows can draw back towards the heel, back edge of the mat, even as the fingers stay rooted. On your next exhale, release, plant the hands, tuck the right toes, and press back for three-legged. You can shake that left leg out, circle the hip. Back to downward facing dog. From this down dog, lift the right leg straight up to the ceiling and exhale, stack the hips. Next inhale, come forward into plank and draw the right knee towards the right elbow. You can stay here, straighten the leg. Breathe. Inhale, the knee and foot back, and exhale, press back for three-legged dog. Inhale the right knee to the left elbow. Hover here. 2 or 3 nice long breaths. Feel free to straighten through the leg. Inhale, draw the knee back, and exhale, press up. Good. Inhale that right knee to the belly button, forehead to the knee, and press forward into plank, and then landing the shin down, right knee behind the right wrist. Left knee lands down, lift the upper body up, open through the heart, and as you exhale, reach the spine out. The hips folding forward and down. several breaths here. Okay, exhale fully, and on your inhale, let's lift the upper body up, rooting fingertips down, framing that front leg. Elbows gently draw back, heart center reaches forward. Engage the core body strongly and reach the spine up through the crown of the head. It's micro movements. It's not a deep, deep back bend, but in time you find more length. Good. On the exhale, release the upper body, plant the hands in the corners of the mat, tuck the left toes. Press through the 3 limbs as you lift the right hip and leg up and circle or shake that right leg out. Good. From downward facing dog, bend the knees as you exhale, look up, inhaling hop or step to the top. Exhale and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale into chair and exhale to stand. 2 full breaths. Good. Reach the arms out ahead of you. Thumbs tuck into the palms and fingers loosely wrap around the thumb. Inhaling, lift the heels gently off the floor, and as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Once your hips reach your heels, come down onto your seat and roll out on the spine. Take several rolls, rolling back and forth. Good. Let's take plow pose. Root your elbows down into the earth. Bring your hands to your hip for an assist. And then cradling the hips, let the legs go overhead, toes towards the earth. Still, you want to use the core body nice and strong here. You can lift the hips gently up. Right? Good. Everyone on an exhale, slowly lower. Keep your hands at your back and along the thighs. Again, to assist coming down onto your back. Feet plant onto the mat, knees are bent. Walk your feet wide and hands to your belly, and then sway the knees back and forth like lazy windshield wipers. Back and forth. This is a really nice way to release the low back. Bring the knees back to center and heel toe. Walk your feet in. Let's lift the right knee in towards the heart. Interlace the fingers on top of the right shin. Circle the ankle. Go a few times in each direction. Then we bring the ankle back, flex, toes towards the knee, and reach the foot towards the sky. Right fingertips take the bottom of the foot or toes and let the knee gently melt off the side of the body towards the floor. Good. Inhale, lift the knee back towards the heart. Release that foot and leg down and lift the left knee in towards the heart. Interlace the fingers on top of the shin and hug the knee towards the left collarbone down and circle the ankle as you hug the leg in. Bring the ankles back flexed. Left hand takes the bottom of the foot. Lift the foot towards the sky and then let the knee gently melt off the side of the body. Inhale the knee back towards the heart. Release the foot. And let the foot go down. Arms go down alongside the body, palms facing into the earth. Walk your heels up for a bridge pose, just till they touch your longest fingertip on each side. Once you feel rooted down through the feet, on an inhale, gently press the hips up towards the sky. Take care that your knees track in the direction of the toes. Interlace the fingers underneath the body and gently just rock the shoulder blades in towards the spine. So you can really root strongly down through the shoulders, the back of the arms, and the feet to give you a little more lift. Stay here and breathe and keep rooting down to gain a little more lift. You want the heart center lifting up towards your chin. Good. One more big inhale in and lift the heels off the floor. As you exhale, release the arms. Keep the heels lifted and lower your entire back down. The whole back lowers down. Don't roll it down, just lower all the way. Once you're fully rested, the heels can rest. Walk the feet a little wider and sway the knees back and forth. Nice and deep. You can go slow. Good. Inhale the knees back up to the center. Bridge one more time, or if you practice wheel, you can do that one too. I'll talk us through bridge, right? So walk the heels up. They just touch the longest finger, so you really want your feet to be more like shoulder width distance. On an inhale, press the hips gently up. Interlace the fingers and gently root into the earth. Shoulders, back of the arms, feet. Back of the head, but your neck stays off the floor. And then those of us who want wheel, you would place your hands beside the ears, fingers facing your shoulders, elbows point straight up like the knees, and on an inhale, press evenly through all four limbs as the belly button lifts up. Good. Everyone lowering down, whether it's bridge or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Sway your knees once you're resting back and forth. Good. And then come back to the center and heel toe walk the feet in. Lift both knees towards the heart, hands to the knees. Straighten the arms until to their full length of straight, even as you cup the knees with the hands and fingers. Exhale fully. Take a big inhale in, and on the next exhale, draw the knees and elbows towards the heart. So imagine you're pressing the breath gently out of the body, and when you inhale, the body expands, the arms go forward, knees go forward. Okay, so it's exhaling in, inhaling out. You can go as slow as you like. Exhaling, pressing the breath gently out and inhaling in as the legs go back forward to the front wall and the arms lengthen. This is Apanasana. Follow your own breath. Good. The next time you inhale, the arms straight, knees right over the hips. Release the arms out to the side. You can T the arms out or cactus. On the next exhale, take the knees down to the right. Knees can be stacked, or you could cross left leg over the right. We do want to aim to keep both shoulders resting on the floor and look out over the left palm. The next inhale, lift the knees up through the center. You can root through the arms as you lower the knees down now to the left side. Knees can be stacked, or you can cross the right leg over the left. And then look out over your right palm. Exhale fully, and on your inhale, lift the knees up through the center. Bring the knees towards the heart. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lift the shoulders and head to the knees and draw a deep inhale in and give yourself a really big hug. On an exhale, release your arms and legs out and down into Shavasana. Close your eyes. Let's just rest here a full minute or two. It can feel sometimes long, but let's just aim to melt down, close the eyes, and allow yourself a couple more minutes of quiet relaxation. Feel yourself breathing and feeling heavy, and it's okay and pretty normal to have thoughts chase you, maybe. For some of us, and don't feel, aim to just let the thoughts go as you bring your attention back to the breath and feeling heavy. It's important that we practice putting our thoughts in their place. They should come up when you want to think about them, not when they just want to invade you.